Right, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully in this video we're going to be extending the prop shaft. Now I'm not doing it 100%. This is going to be an on the cheap, just so we can get the car moving once I get to that stage where I've got a fuel tank in, so I can move it around in the garden, on the driveway and stuff like that, maybe take it for a test drive somewhere. So I've measured the outside diameter before doing anything with the prop shaft, and it's exactly 60mm. I've just picked up some steel for my pipe bender just to try and make it so I can profile some more cuts, and while I was there they gave me this piece of pipe which has got an inside diameter of 60.7. so I'm hoping by chopping the both ends flush, cutting this, cleaning it up a little bit, not over the top because I'm not overly fussed about it, as long as I get a strong weld on it. This is 8mm thick, so this is definitely not staying on for good. This is almost as heavy as the prop shaft. So I'm going to put it at the gearbox end, and I'm just going to extend this by the 13.5cm that I need to. So I just got roughly a foot of that. I'll square it all up in a minute on the bench, I forgot what it's called, the drop down saw I've got. I'll do the same on this. We'll stretch it and we'll just MIG it on the ends, and that should be absolutely fine for a little bit of moving round. It's obviously not going to be square and level because the sizes are slightly different, but that's not what I'm after. This here has got notchy U-joints, so you can feel the notching in it anyway. So I went on eBay, I bought a second one which is over there, which is absolutely spot on. This is notchy on both ends. It only cost me 18 quid delivered for the new one, so it's costing me 18 quid to have this done, and I know that I can try it out. If everything works okay, I'll have the proper one made. I think it was 170 quid to have the proper one done. So for the sake of 20 quid, and I would have needed to replace this anyway because the joints are no good, so it's actually going to cost me nothing because, as I say, they gave me that. So what I'll do is I'll go and get this squared up now, or I'll take you across and we'll square that up now, and then we'll cut this and we'll have a look how they fit. So I've just made sure that this is at 90 degrees. They've chopped one end for me. And that's bang on. As close as I need anyway. This side is just a bit wonky. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't even matter. It's not going to make a massive difference. It'll still weld, it's just going to make it easier for me to take all my measurements if it's square, is what I'm thinking. What I think I'll do is I will use the oil on it because it's such thick steel. I think it's going to make a difference. In fact, I'll just do it myself. Oil feed, but it tends to put too much on. So for this small job, what I'll do is I've got some cutting oil in a can. Now you probably noticed then I do need a new belt on this, a new blade, because it does have a slight buckle in it, but it still leaves me with a nice finish, so I've not seen the point in making that investment yet. Alright, so this whole thing is a similar weight to that one bar, hence why that's not the way I'm going to be doing it. So what I've done is I've measured 15 centimetres to there. The bar that I've got has got 31 centimetres on it, so I'll have 16 centimetres sat in at that side. I just want to make sure that this is close to where I want it before I commit. And again, that's fine. Alright, so we've now got the pieces. So we've got the main sort of back end of the shaft. We've got the extension. I didn't realise how hollow, wrong word. I didn't realise how thin prop shaft tubes were. I'm shocked at it. And it doesn't even look like it's a seamless tube. So I can feel the seam on the inside of it. But that's the difference that we've got. The fit's nice though. It has got a little bit of wobble, but I'm not fussed about that, like I said. So we'll bang that on there, get a few tacks in it, and just make sure it's pretty close. Stick that on the end. And we're looking for, from this section here to this section here, we're looking at for 89 centimetres. Obviously there's a bit of flexibility with the bit that goes in the gearbox, but at that we're at 84, 85, 88, there we go, we're at 89 there. So I'll mark that round. Alright, so that's the prop shaft welded. I'll bring you in for a closer look. It's solid and it ain't going to come apart, but I won't fancy driving it down the road. This centre weighs an absolute ton. It's heavier than the rest of the prop, so it's going to rattle itself to death. But like I said, it's just for me to drive forwards, get in reverse, make sure it all works. Just proof of concept really, and make sure I've got the right length as well. So you can tell it's penetrated well. I don't think we're going to have any problems with that. I don't know if this will show, but that's where it's notching when you'd expect it to. You can see it there when I do it slowly. and it catches. So what I'll do, I'll pick up this video when I try it on, which will probably be in a few days, so I'll probably get some suntan from welding in a vest, but it's boiling under here. So I'll pick this up soon. I've still got loads to do on this. This is the position we're at the moment. So I've actually got, the video's not out for this yet. Saying that, I don't know which way around this is going to be, but this floor section's welded in, that one's made, not welded in yet. And I've decided what I'm going to do on the back.